What's up, guys? Let's turn to Deuteronomy 32 and 43, and I'd like you to kind of
You
run
can
over
read
that. Who are these people?
it.
Who
You
are
can read
these
it.
nations?
You read it.
Was it? You want me to read it?
Yeah, I do.
No problem. Rejoice, O nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants and will render vengeance on his adversaries, and he will atone for his land and his people.
So that's Deuteronomy 32 and what?
43.
Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants and render vengeance to his adversaries and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. That sounds like the Lord is about to punish the shit out of the other nations.
Well, rejoice, O nations, right? And
Oh
then with
yeah.
his people.
Rejoice,
So
so rejoice, O nations, at what?
the nations are going to be rejoicing with his people.
I'm
So
gonna read.
who's talking about here?
I'm
Who are
gonna
we
read a
talking
couple.
about?
I'm gonna read a couple verses above. I'm gonna start at verse 40.
Go ahead.
There, I would have went to 45. Please do that.
Okay. All right, so now I'll read 40. For I lift up my hand in heaven and say, I live forever. And if I wet my glittering sword in my hand, take hold on judgment. I will render vengeance to my enemies and reward them that hate me. I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives from the beginning of revenges upon my enemy. Who's that talking about?
It's talking about the people who hate God.
It's talking about the other nations outside of Israel is what it's talking about. That's why I
Well, hold
said
up. Hold up. That's why we got to go to 43 and go. It says,
I didn't
"Rejoice,
I didn't get
O
slow
nations."
down.
That's
Before
plural.
you say rejoice, O nations, verse 42 is talking about him being drunk with the blood of the blood, excuse me, him being drunk with blood, and sword shall devour flesh, that with the blood of the slain and the captives are those of Israel. The captives
So
are not the other nations. The other nations are not captives.
is nations plural in
Before we
verse
get to
43?
see how you see, and this is how I know people stupid and don't want to have conversations. We read
I'm
your.
having a conversation.
Then why are you? Then why won't you answer 42? Who are the captives and the blood of the slain that he's avenging? Who is that?
Those who hate God, those who are against
That is
God.
not those who hate. So you're telling me that the other nations are serving God and that they go into captivity and their blood gets destroyed and he got to avenge them? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that those who hate God are going to be destroyed. That's
Where does
obvious.
it say that in?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
These words that we're reading, who were they spoken to? All nations or one nation?
This is from the Song of Moses, my friend.
Oh, okay.
He
And
asked you
I
who is
just
it written
asked
to?
you, I'm asking you, this song, was it sung to all nations or was it sung to Israel?
Why are you asking me such a question? We know what it is. This is obviously
You
written.
can't answer the
If we
question.
know what it is, tell
I
me what it
can
is.
answer the question. The answer is it was written at that time specifically to Israel. Yes.
So I don't know why you want to include everybody else because you read 43.
Well,
Hold on.
43
You read.
rejoice
Hold on. You read 43 and don't understand the context. I will read.
No, that's not true.
Listen to the word of God. Don't interrupt the word now. This is verse 45. And Moses made an end of speak. You want to interrupt the word of God? Your word is more important? I didn't think so. Shut your mouth.
Nah, I ain't playing that game, buddy.
45. That's exactly. Mute him. Shut your mouth. Now listen to this. 45. And Moses made an end of speaking all these words to all Israel. It says nothing to do with these other nations.
And
it
even
says, rejoice, O nations, does it not?
So yes, that's what I'm about to read. So in 43,
okay, go ahead.
It says, "Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people." So who is he being merciful to? According to verse 43 only. Who is he being merciful? Who is he?
Let's
I'm asking
rewind a
you
little bit.
in verse
Let's rewind a little bit.
Slow down.
In verse, in
asking,
verse 43.
no, stop. All I'm asking you, in verse 43, who is his people?
Exactly, right? His people are going to be the Israelites. Who are
So
the nations?
No, wait.
Who are the nations now?
The nations are the ones that he's avenging for Israel. Who is he? So if he's avenging the blood of his servants and doing vengeance against his adversaries, aren't the adversaries the other nations that he has to avenge for Israel?
No.
So then who is he? So then if you just said that his people is Israel, so if he's being merciful to his people and doing vengeance for his people Israel, who is he doing it against?
It's obviously not the nations, because
how is it not the nations? So if it's not the nation, so if it's not the nations, who is
the
he?
Nations are.
Bro,
so hold on, you're saying
I'm not saying anything. You said that the nations are not being avenged against. That's what you just said on record.
What I want you to answer is, because you're saying that there's going to be vengeance against the nations, why would they be rejoicing for their own vengeance against themselves? That don't make no sense.
I got it. So now you look at this statement as "Rejoice, O ye nations." When if God, in the gangster that he is, laugh now, but watch this. That's what 43 is saying. Rejoice, O ye nations. That's no idea. Wait, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. Revelation. I'm glad you said that. Revelations, the 18th chapter says, "Reward thee double, as she rewarded thee." Reward, for all intents and purposes, is supposed to be a good thing, but is reward a good? Why you listen? Let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you the difference between you and I. I'm listening to you to hear you. You're listening to me to talk. Now you ask me what rejoice means. I'm telling you, rejoice is watch this. Since you want to rejoice, watch this. Rejoice is like being see happy. How you still talking? See how you still talking?
Because you're saying something, but it's not really coming forward like you want it to.
Who is that? Who is this? Dub, are you the one on the phone line? Where are you from, Dub? Where are you from?
Can we address the verse?
Can you tell me where you're from?
Listen, I'll tell you this.
Hang up. That's the brother from Boston that's calling. That's the brother that's on the chat. That's 774. Give me Morris Judicator. Morris Judicator. Before you go, Morris Judicator, anybody that reads Deuteronomy 32 and 43 is pretty clear. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants and render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. Doesn't say he's going to be merciful or avenge anyone else except his people. That's why when Kadazai said read 45, I would have read 44 first. And Moses came and spoke all the words of this song in the ears of the people, he and Hoshea, the son of Nun, and Moses made an end of speaking to all Israel. It's not about other nations. Go ahead.